Hi everyone, welcome back to the Code Learners Helpline for Software Development. If you have ever worked on Django framework, you would have faced problems in serializing model instances into dictionary or JSON. So today in this video, I am going to teach you all the available ways you can convert Django model instances into any other format. So let's get started. And here in the views.py file, I have imported some certain models and methods, and also I have added a function called show. The show function basically gets the data from the post model. So there are many different ways you can convert a model instance into dictionary, and one of the ways using a function which is provided by Django is model to dictionary method, and you can import that using Django dot forms dot models, and you can import model to dictionary function. And here what we can do is I'll retrieve a post model here. So this will give me a post instance, and if I want to convert this to dictionary, I can use model to dictionary function to do that by passing the instance of the model here. And if I want to convert it to the JSON or any other format, it will be very easy if after converting it to the dictionary. So I'll simply return, and I'll pass the post data here, which is the instance of the post converted to a dictionary. And here if I refresh, you can see I will be able to get the dictionary here. So this is the one of the methods which you can convert instances into dictionary. But the disadvantage of the method is it checks whether the field the field is particularly editable or not. The one thing it will not work is if you have set date and time, and in the date and time if you have set auto now or auto now add parameters, then it would not consider that. Basically it will only consider those fields which are foreign key, or else which fields are local fields but which are editable. So only those fields are considered. The same thing that can be the same thing that also can be achieved using another function called serialize, which is provided by Django. So for that you have to import from Django core import serializers, and I'll just comment this. And here you can serialize this to JSON. So this has a method function called serialize, and here the thing is you have to provide a format. Like if you want to convert to XML, you can convert it to YML, you can also convert to JSON. So these are there are 3 to 4 formats available which you can convert your model instances. Here we will specify JSON, and here what we'll do is we'll specify post model all the instances, and I will simply return this. So now if I refresh, you can also send it as HTTP response. So this is how you will receive the model. Basically there will be the name of the model, then the primary key, and then the fields of that particular instances. If you also want to convert it to different format like XML, you can add XML here. Save this, and if I run, so this will basically be in the XML format. So I'll show you through Postman. And if I create a new HTTP request, so here it returns me the XML format. So there is also other format called YML. You can also apply that here. The only thing what you should not do is you should not pass instance. You should pass a list of items here instead of instances. But if you pass a particular instance, what happens is it will throw you an error. So this type error basically says that the post model is not object is not iterable. So we should always pass an iterable object inside this. So what you can do is instead of this get, you can simply use a filter, and this will work fine. The third way of converting model instances into serializable objects, so that thing can be done by using a custom encoder class. Basically, a JSON module provides us the ability to pass a custom class through which we can run our particular function. So, and we can logically decide how to serialize the particular object instance. So the same, I'll create a class here for that. The first thing I need to import JSON, and in here we need to create a class, and I'll name the class as base model JSON encoder. So here you need to inherit JSON encoder. So from from JSON module, so JSON encoder, and here you should and the documentation of JSON encoder says that you must always override a method called default. So this is the method you need to override, and here what we can do is here we will return a function model to dictionary, and the O is the instance of the model. And now here if you call this, I'll just comment this in the dumps. You will basically pass the instance such as post instance, and then followed by you need to pass another parameter which is CLS, is the custom class which will be used by JSON encoder, and I'll pass the instance the class object here, the class instance. I'll pass the whole class, and here I have passed the whole class. And I will try again. Okay, trying to do some different reference name. And here we are able to retrieve the JSON data. You can just simply pass the JSON here. So we have received the JSON data here, but what if we have multiple items? So for that we can also do here. I'll use is instance, and if the object belongs to models.model, for that I need to include this models. If it is a single instance, then I'll just return this, and if it is a list, if it is like Django models query, or if it is a query set object, then I need to return the list of items. So I'll wrap this inside for loop for object info. So this will basically get each object and convert it into a dictionary. And here I can also pass all. Now click on send. So okay, I made a mistake here. I need to pass object. And we have received the data here. The fourth option is the best option, and it is by using model serializer provided by Django REST framework. So I basically use the solution most of the time because it is very convenient way to serialize model instances. So for that I'll create a serializer here. So I will import from, and here I will create a post serializer. And you can simply, if you want to serialize complete class, and then you need to use an inner class called meta, and here you need to specify the name of the model. It is post model, and then we need to specify fields. So we need to serialize all the fields. So I'll use a double underscore all double underscore. And for those who are new to serializers, if you don't know how to create a serializer and all, so you can click on top left icon. I have provided a link to the other video which I have explained what is a serializer and basics of serializers. So now to use the serializer, just comment this. So in the post serializer, create an object and pass the data there. For example, I will pass the post instance. Basically this will be a serializer instance, and if you want to return, you can simply return response. You can use the response object to return the JSON serialize dot data. And here you can see you'll be able to receive the JSON data here. You can also pass multiple values here by passing many equal to true parameter. Just pass the multiple query sort objects. So these are the four ways how you can convert model instances into serializable objects. So you can serialize the way you want. So according to me, these are the four best ways to serialize your Django model instances. And if you have any other idea of how to serialize apart from using third-party packages, then do mention in the comments below. I will definitely answer that. And if you are new to the channel, do consider subscribe. Do consider subscribing to the channel. And also, all the code, whatever I have given in the whatever code I have, whatever logic I have given in the video, I have a blog here which is a codelearners.com. You can visit my blog, and you can all the snippets of today's video will be available here. So if you have any doubts, you can just visit my website. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.